You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah by your side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through.
No. Now, can you guys hear me on YouTube now? People on YouTube, can you guys hear me? I forgot I'm using a different streaming program. Yeah, type on the screen if you can hear me.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay, good. All right. Ina alhamdulillah wa salam ala wa rasulallah. I want to welcome everybody to our Aqidah class. And before I begin this class, let me remind everyone that we have a couple other classes tonight too. After this class tonight at 7, we have the Real Talk. This lecture will feature Dr. Ibrahim Jamali and Brother Youssef. They're going to be speaking about the political situation over in Palestine. So that's tonight at 7 after this class. And then also don't forget, we have the Ask Sister Layla live show tonight as well. That's at 9:30. Any questions that you guys have about Islam, you can bring them here and I'll try to answer them. And also, please, guys, remember that we are always in need of donations, to support this Dawah effort. This is the first of the month. Thanks for the people that did donate. A couple of bills came out. So we're down to, I think we got like $50 we got another donation. We got $150 in our account right now. $150. So please, guys, we got a lot of expenses that come out. Even this program I'm using now. Oh, I see that's different too. This is a new streaming program I'm using to try to help me to be able to combat the fitin that I've been dealing with here on the internet. Let me see if I can work this. I'm testing it now. What happened? Why come I can't see my name? Okay, I thought I had my little name up there. I don't see it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You guys know who I am. But anyway, so please support this Dawah effort. How's the streaming going so far? I've been testing this program out all day and all night. I haven't even slept, just so I can try to have work this program. I mean, the other program is more expensive, and I'm going to be honest. The other program is better in a lot of ways. It has more features than this one does. But alhamdulillah, this one is more stable. From what I'm told, for me dealing with the nukers that I'm dealing with. So, inshallah, with that said, we're going to go ahead and get started because, like I said, we do have the class, the lecture with Dr. Jamali and Brother Youssef at 7. And today what I'm going to do in this class, Diluting Wala Wal Bara, we've been speaking about elections and voting. That's the part of the book that we're on now. I hope that we have proven to all the Muslims listening without a doubt that it is not lawful for any Muslims to vote for a non-Muslim ruler over them. Hold on for 1 second. I think it's my door. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, guys, I apologize. One of my students, the twins, mashallah, may Allah bless them and forgive them of their sins. They sent coffee to me. See why it's good to have students, the stress I've been under. I haven't slept all night and all day. And now I got some coffee to drink to help wake me up. May Allah bless my twins. Ameen. And bless their parents. Wish they were mine. Thank you. Wake me up. Okay, so I hope that there's no doubt at all. There should be no question at all about whether or not it's lawful for us Muslims to participate in non-Muslim elections, because we provided the clear evidence, the clear verses from the Quran, several, where Allah says that they can never be protectors and leaders and rulers over us, because they'll never. I don't care what platform the person is running on. I don't care what platform or what the non-Muslims say. They're liars. You can't believe what they say. First of all, you can't believe a politician anyway. Come on, let's get real. This is America. You can't believe what a politician says anyway. Okay, but then it's a lying game. It's just a lying game anyway. But subhanAllah, then we had Muslims who go around referring to themselves as being Democrat. We talked about how democracy totally contradicts Islam, because in Islam, we don't believe in a majority rule. Islam is not about a majority rule. Islam is about the laws of Allah, and no one can sit around and vote to change the laws of Allah. We believe in Sharia law. Sharia law refers to the laws of Allah. And we had a young brother ask me a question. He said, Sister Layla, this is for one of my Q&As one day. He said, my imam said that we can't implement Sharia law in America. I told him, why not? Sharia law refers to the laws of Allah. Allah commands us to honor the 10 commandments. Allah commands us to be kind, to be good, to be truthful, to be honest, to be clean, to be distinct, to be intelligent. That's Sharia law. What we cannot implement in America is Sharia punishment. And that's the difference. A lot of Muslims don't understand the difference between law and punishment. This is not an Islamic state. So we don't go around cutting off people's hands and stuff. Okay? But we don't steal. Islam teaches us to not put ourselves in a situation where our hand would be cut off. No stealing, no lying, no cheating, no deceiving. That's Sharia law. So we talked about how democracy totally contradicts that. We don't believe in a majority rule. Okay? And so, anyone that's calling themselves a Muslim and a Democrat, this totally contradicts Islam. Anyone calling themselves a Muslim and a Republican, that contradicts Islam too. A socialist, that contradicts Islam too. None of those titles, we talked about how none of those titles refer to us. So what do? Islam teaches us to implement Wala Wal Bara, to distance myself from that. Okay, I'm an American citizen. I live in America. I was born in America. This is my home. This is my home. But guess what? The earth doesn't belong to me. That's another thing that Muslims have to understand today. The earth does not belong to anyone but Allah. Allah created the earth, and he created us and told us to go out, multiply, and live on it, seek our jobs, careers, life, whatever. The earth belongs to Allah. Okay, so we live here in America. We abide by the rules. We talked about how the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us, even though a non-Muslim can never be a ruler over us, we still abide by their laws. We don't disrespect their laws. So what am I? I'm an American Muslim citizen. I live here in America. I abide by the laws. I don't rob. I don't cheat. I don't steal. Okay? I don't run red lights. I take my garbage out every Saturday to the curb. I abide by the laws. But I distance myself from creating them. I distance myself from creating those laws that contradict my belief system. We answered the question, can a Muslim run for a public office? Yes, as long as the office you're running for is not an office that contradicts Islam. For example, city council. I live in no man's land. No, I want to run for city council. I want to be a member of city council so I can help create rules and laws, such as on Thursdays, the garbage gets picked up. Also, we're going to do away with kids bringing guns to school. You know, when we run for a specific forum, a specific council, you know, you let your beliefs be known right up at the front. I'm running for office, for council, for a city council member. I am advocating no guns in school. I'm advocating that all kids get a good school education. I'm advocating that tougher laws be created to keep the people from robbing us. I'm advocating health care for the elderly. Oh yeah. I'm advocating that the elderly people, you know, are checked on. This type of stuff does not contradict Islam. So can I run for office to represent that? Yes, because you know what I'm running for, what I'm representing. But say this. Say that the office also entail me implementing and acknowledging and representing and advocating LGBTQ. Do I participate then? No, I have to distance myself. That's when I distance myself. You are advocating LGBT. That platform, that's not my platform. My platform is no guns in school, you know, health care for the elderly to be respected and all of that. I'm not advocating. I am not advocating anything with LGBTQ. Since that's on the agenda, guess what? I'm stepping down. You guys see that? As Muslims, we have to know when to hold and when to fold. That doesn't mean that I can't participate in this country and some of the rules of the lawmaking, as long as what I'm participating in doesn't compromise my Islamic belief, then yes. I'll give an example. We talked about how I was a union rep. I arbitrated, negotiated contracts for the state I live in. My name is on the back of those books. Okay? I advocated equal rights, equal pay, weekends off, overtime. When we work overtime, we get paid time and a half. If you're going to force somebody to work on what you guys consider to be a holiday, and that's how my contract read, the days you consider to be a holiday, you're going to pay us time and a half. And since I put that in there too. Since you're celebrating your holidays, I want you to recognize that certain beliefs like mine, we have holidays too. So allow every employee in the state to have 1 or 2 days out the year that they can acknowledge their personal holiday. See, that's a good thing. I was union rep. I would advocated everything that was good and clean and just. I even put in my contract any laws, any policies, any rules created by management are null and void if they contradict this book. I put that in there like the Quran, you know what I mean? So, you know, something like that we can do, we can participate in, and we can serve on councils with that. But what we see happening as president, this is where we back off. No way, Jose, because no non-Muslim can ever rule over us. As a Muslim woman, I can't even have a non-Muslim. If I had a non-Muslim father, my non-Muslim father couldn't even be a guardian over me. Okay? So we have to know when to hold and when to fold. That's Wala Wal Bara. We have Muslims today advocating that you guys get out and vote. Don't vote for no president elections. This is haram. And don't think that Allah is not going to ask you about it. You Muslims should have learned when y'all put Obama in office. Look how he stabbed all of us in the back. We don't participate in that type of elections. So that summarizes what we've discussed so far. And so today what I'm going to do is end this chapter. I want to end this chapter with what Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid has there. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at this. And the other day I tried to teach this class and I couldn't because of the issues with these hackers. But today we got a little bit of something different for them. So let me put the PowerPoint up on the screen. Let me see. And bear with me, guys. This is my first time using this platform. Okay. So we did it in a test run. Work with me. We're going to test it now. And I think I did it by... Yes. Hold on. This one. Was it this? Which one did I? Oh, it was that one. Okay. I remember now, Awa. The other one was the PowerPoint, right? Okay. Hold on here. Give me a second, guys, to work this. I forgot. Okay. It was this one. This one was the PowerPoint. Yeah, we practiced it this morning, but you know, you got to practice it again. Okay, here we go. And I did this, right? Hold on. And this is this. Okay, so for people in Zoom, there, y'all see that. And y'all know y'all see that lag in Zoom on that, but you don't see the lag here. Look, am I doing it, AY? Can they see me, both screens? Can y'all see both screens, Amina? Amina's on YouTube? Yeah, we see both. Okay, all right. Check it out. This is the new program. Whew. Even though it's going crazy, they're hitting that other one. They're not hitting this one. Okay. Who is Rahima using that name like that? Is that we never seen a name like that, right? Tony, that ain't your daughter, is it? And I don't know what Howard that is either.
Yes, that's my daughter.
Okay, let Rahima in. Who's Howard? We got 50,000 Howards. Tell Howard to identify herself. Hello, what's the password? Oh, we live. I'm sorry. Security. We got security here in the Zoom room, guys, because Layla's being hit like right now. Wish y'all could see what's going on in that Zoom room. But alhamdulillah, y'all see Layla's got back up. But anyway, I don't know what Howard that is. So tell that Howard until she identify herself. If she's the Howard we know, tell her to contact one of the twins. Hello. Oh, all right. So this is what we're going to do. Let me set this up right for you guys. All right. I made it one page. Y'all can see the one page and watch this. Watch this. Why do you do that? I want to make me okay, I'm going to make me bigger, guys, for you guys here on YouTube. There. See? We practiced it today. All right. Hello. And no lag, right? For this one. Forget what y'all see on the Zoom room. But for the YouTube, y'all don't see no lag, right, Amina? Y'all see me just...
You good, Sister Lana.
Doing the wave. Hello. Hey. Keep on nuking. They tearing up that one that's in the Zoom, but not this. All right. Okay, so let's get started. Today we're going to speak about... I was trying to teach you, go over some of the views of the scholars, of the ulama. This is the problem too. Muslims today, we don't understand what a scholar is. Scholar is a term of endearment. It's a term. There's no such thing, guys. I had a brother ask me this question last Friday. There's no such thing as a degree in Islam. You want to know what I mean by that? Hikmah, wisdom, Allah tells us in the Quran that wisdom comes from him. Understanding of this deen comes from him. And he tells us he only gives it to a select few. So any of us can pay some money and go to school and get a piece of paper and that says, oh, I'm a PhD in Islam. And you don't still understand it. For example, look at that woman, Amina Wadud. This woman has a PhD in the Quran, a PhD in the Arabic language, a PhD in the Hadith, the science Hadith. But guess what? She still doesn't understand that a woman cannot lead a man in prayers. She's an advocate for women leading, she's an imama. And also she's an advocate for gay rights. She, even though she has all those PhDs in so-called Islam, she doesn't understand that Allah made Eve instead of Steve. Okay? So that's just an example. You know, scholar is a term of endearment. You know what to do with that? Just you know what to do with that one, Fatme, right? Fatme?
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. I still don't have a code. I thought I had a code.
Okay.
Co-host. I mean.
What happened? I gave you co-host. What happened?
I think you accidentally gave it to Sister Anissa. I see her name up there.
Oh God. Well, hold on for a second, guys. We under. You know. Layla got the rocking. Oh, I can't take my screen down. Hold on. Because I want to do something different with this one. Let me go to. All right. I did that one. Yeah, you know, I tell you guys, war. Gaza's not the only war. Oh, yeah. What is Anissa doing, a co-host? Girl, she'll be all on that a microphone. Yeah. All right, there you go. You know, the war, there's so many different branches of types of warfare that we Muslims engage in. It's not just Gaza. You know, we doing jihad on this internet, man. Layla's under attack, your girl, but your girl is a fighter. I'm like Aisha on that camel. Hello, give me my Bantus, and we taking them out one by one. Me and Pam. Okay. Scholar is a term of endearment. Just because a person calls himself a scholar doesn't mean nothing. They may know how to pray better than you. They may have more knowledge of Islam than you. But are they a person that the rest of the Muslim Ummah recognize as a true person of guidance? That's the question. So I'm not talking about these American brothers and sisters who have become famous, that you guys made famous because you like the way they look, you like the way they speak, they're soft-spoken and all of that stuff, just like the prophet said they would be, speaking soft, and they have no passion, just soft, you know. You made them scholars, but does the rest of the ulama consider them a scholar? No. So today what we're going to do is look at the fatwas, or what the scholars of the ulama, the real scholars, had to say about voting, participating in non-Muslim elections for rulers over you. We're going to take a look at what they had to say, and that way you can see that it's not just Kareem speaking this. It's not just me. You know, all the scholars of the ulama, the real scholars, are in agreement, not the fake blades here in America. That's all about fame, fame, fame. The real ulama. So let's put the PowerPoint there. Let's take a look at it. Okay, and again, oh, is this the right one, y'all? Oh, wait a minute. I got two different computers. Okay, yeah, here it is. This is the right one. Yeah. I want everybody to take a look at this fatwa here. This fatwa This is from Sheikh bin Baz. Sheikh bin Baz is no longer with us. He was one of the true scholars of the ulama. And let me also make this bigger since I'm going to have to switch to that part. I want y'all to look at this. He said, it is not permissible for a Muslim to vote for any candidate who openly contradicts Islamic law or principles, whether they identify with communism, secular democracy, or any other ideology that is incompatible with the laws of Allah. Doing this will imply that you, the voter, is assenting to be represented by someone who can enact policies and make decisions contrary to Islamic principles. And such a representative could leverage their position to foster un-Islamic policies and facilitate the spread of these ideologies among others in the jurisdiction. Like what you guys did with Obama. You Muslims fell for the okie doke that Obama gave. Y'all all went out and voted, led by these brothers from Texas and stuff. Y'all went and put him in office. And what's the first thing he did? He sent the weapons to Israel to kill all Muslims with. Number one. Number two, he made LGBTQ marriage, legal in America. First country on earth to do it. Okay? This is why we don't vote for non-Muslims, because I don't care what they promise you. Unless their whole platform is in sync with Allah's laws, we have nothing to do with it. And I don't want to hear about the good outweighs the evil. Oh, no, not in this case. A non-Muslim can never outweigh the evil because they don't believe in Allah. That's it. There is, even if there's one or two things good about him, he's still a non-Muslim. He still doesn't believe in Allah. So we can't trust in them. Like Allah says, don't trust them. They only want to see you fail. They'll never. Allah says in the Quran, the non-believers, if you take them as allies and supporters and helpers and rulers, they'll never have your interests at heart. They'll only rule to defeat you. So there's no good in that. And this fatwa was issued by Sheikh bin Baz at the World League of Scholars. And all the scholars signed it and agreed to it. These are real scholars, okay? So Muslims should not run for office to join a government outside of Islamic law. So, okay, again, like we talked about with city councils and stuff like that, that's different. But can I run for president of the United States? Unless I change everything, no. Number one, when you run for president of the United States, you have to swear by the Constitution. That's shirk. That's shirk in and of itself. As Muslims, we can't swear by anyone or anything but Allah. And as president of the United States, you're going to have to, this is a democracy. This is a majority vote rule. So we can't run for no office like that. And we also can't vote for candidates who are running for those offices. But an exception can be made if the candidates and the voters believe that participating in an election will allow us to implement the laws of Allah. That's the difference here. And we're going to talk about that. Okay? For example, this is the example I gave the other day. Muslims serving in non-Islamic government bodies have successfully advocated for halal food options in public schools. But this was a non-Islamic governing body, such as a council or the PTA. I'm on the PTA, or I am on the school council board. I am a school council board member. So I'm advocating for halal food options to be included. This has worked. So, like I said, we can run for positions like that and advocate that. So what type of elections can we participate in? This is what I talked about the other day before I got nuked down. We can run and participate in government councils. Government councils. Because participating in government councils, it allows us to be able to implement the good to promote what's good and prevent what's evil. For example, I could be a Muslim council, city council member, and I want to propose to legalize interest-free financial transactions, interest-free bank accounts, which is why we have them. There were some Muslims that advocated that. And we have interest-free checking accounts, interest-free bank accounts. And again, like I said earlier, running on councils, you are allowed to run for a certain thing and implement it and stick to it. Okay? Also, serving on council gives us the ability to direct counter corruption through different avenues, such as advocating for laws against bribery. I'm not going to allow people to bribe. We're going to put some laws in effect to protect against bribery, to strengthen the security for the elderly, people's homes being broken into. So this type of elections and government, we can participate in because it allows us to champion laws. It allows us to implement what's good and clean. Okay? So school board member. Can I run for a school board member? Yes. Okay? City council member? Yes. Some state legislative members? Yes. Okay? Council seats or other positions where you can make a change without compromising your Islamic identity? Yes, we can do. President is different. I'm going to have to compromise my Islamic identity. I'm going to have to compromise my Islamic values. And I don't care what these famous brothers are saying in America. This is haram. It ain't about weighing the pros and cons. Because Allah is clear. You're never going to have a voice, brother. They're never gonna stop the war against Gaza. First of all, Allah is in control of the war, not man. So all this nice okey-doke talk these Muslim activists are doing about why you should vote and the good outweighs the evil, the good never outweighs the evil in these cases. Allah is clear about that. Okay? So, an elected role offers different advantages for the betterment of the community. Not only does it provide a degree of legal protection that helps the work of advocates and protects them against terrorism and injustice, but you're also able to influence the people with Islamic values, because all of our Islamic values are good and clean. They're all for the betterment of man. So election to these office, you can do, as long as it's not an office that's going to compromise your Islamic morality. So I hope this is clear. And just to see how clear it is, I gave you guys a brief little quiz here. Couple of questions. I think it's just a couple. Give me an example of a council that you can run for office to represent and explain why. Give me an example of a leadership position that you can run for office to help represent and why. Anyone, go ahead. This is easy. This question is easy. Give me an example of something that I can run for, an office I can run for, because it's not going to contradict my Islamic morality. Anyone, come on. Wake up, people. I got a class in 15 minutes with Dr. Jamali. Okay, like I said, PTA. I can run for a PTA, a board member, a school board member. Good job. A city commissioner. Oh, yeah, I could do that. What else? Another examples. Can I run for, oh no, I'm gonna say that for the next question. City council to get Eid as a city holiday. Good job, Goldie. Go ahead, person in Zoom. Go ahead.
I could run for like the in our job we have like a safety council or safety group, and we organize like how people can not get sick at work or just situations like that. So something that benefits everyone.
Exactly. Or a health board member, the board of health. I can run for the board of health, a member of the board of health. Good job. Like I gave an example, a union representative.
Also running for like student council when you're in high school and stuff. This would help you later on with your college degree to get accepted easily, because those people help with like the overall concerns of students and how to make positive changes that benefit the school and the students and also the community.
Exactly. Student councils. Yeah, things like that we can do, guys. But again, when it comes to the big guns like President of America and all that, now we got a little problem. Unless you're going to take out that Constitution. That's the first thing. You got to swear by that Constitution. And that Constitution of America states indivisible, and separation of religion. You're going to be swearing that you're going to separate your religion from the state. In other words, you're not going to allow your religious beliefs. You're swearing to not allow your religious beliefs to interfere with government or not make you biased. Okay, what about this question? Uh-oh. Working two computers. Give me an example of an election that you cannot participate in. Besides president, what's another type of election I cannot participate in? Okay, that's a good question. I mean, what do you think? If it's a council that's advocating equal rights for gays, can we participate in that, guys?
No.
No, that's common sense. No, we don't have enough. That's just like, what if they were advertising, it was a council that was advocating the legalization of marijuana. Can we participate in that? The council is advocating the legalization of marijuana. No, they're advocating anything that contradicts the laws. That's when we say, I can't be a part of this. I can't be a part of that. That's why you have to be careful, Sister Amina. That's why since America passed the law, that's the whole point of my classes. We shouldn't be participating in this political crap, period. Not in that level. Not on that level. Muslims need to shut up and sit down. That's what I've been telling you guys. In regards to American politics, we need to shut up and sit down because it's not our concern. We need to do just like those Jehovah's Witnesses are doing, just like the 7-day Adventists. We don't have nothing to do with that crap. I ain't got nothing to do with it because your policies are too severe. And now that you Muslims helped to put Obama in, most everything is going to be for the LGBTQ. Most everything is going to be for the LGBTQ. All right. Okay.
Also, we can. I've seen a lot of young people nowadays who like the vice president or the people running for office, they would hire them to be board members for the basically they're called like the board's backup leader, and they would help to gain more attention for the members that are running. And I've seen like a lot of young people joining that stuff. So that's one thing we should also be aware of.
Yeah, we have to be careful because since you guys helped put that Obama in and everything is about the LGBTQ and transgender, there ain't too much anything you can participate in now because the evil outweighs any good. Evil outweighs any good. All right, guys. I'm going to stop right here because we got another class that's going to be starting at 7. And I want to test this new program to see if it's going to start it up. Did y'all see on YouTube how it says, did y'all click that notify thing? Amina, did y'all do that? Did you click notify?
Yes, I did.
And what happened? Did it notify y'all?
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'm logging out. Let me log back in for the other notify. Okay. All right, guys. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Coming in 5 minutes with Dramali and Brother Yusef. Subhanakala Homo wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Oh, so it worked. So what happened? It sent y'all an email?